fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, fish heads, eat them up, yum.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back to Catch It, Cook It, and Eat It. I'm your host, Ben Sargent, and I just went from making chowder this morning, running up to Orvis on 44th and 5th, dishing out about 30 gallons of chowder, racing back and finding my man Philip, Rolling for Jesus Phil, who is a guy I have been trying to get on this show, dreaming to have on this show, because you are the essence of New York, like a New York fisherman. You're the guy. Besides just being a diehard fisherman, you are a cab driver, but you're also a minister.
I believe the best way to minister is just to get out there in the streets and minister to the people one-on-one.
And what's the connection between fishing, if I can ask, and God or Jesus?
Well, I don't think there was a regular connection, but then I started to realize that all of the early apostles were fishermen, most of them. And then I thought, well, maybe the Lord was reconstructing the whole picture, and I was going to be one of the first new apostles emerging.
Tell us about your cab.
I got a real yellow taxi.
So someone could jump in there randomly.
Right. Matter of fact, when I saw him, I said, look, I got a fare here. Then I saw the camera. I go, oh, no, this is the guy. Oh, my goodness. Most people in Brooklyn are really paying too much for rent, and they don't have enough money. Mm-hmm. So when they get in, I just tell them, I go, look, don't worry about the meter so much. You just pay me what you can afford.
That's amazing.
And they look at me like, yeah? I go, well, you don't want to take advantage too much, but yeah. Most cab drivers hate their job.
Sure.
I love my job. And then most cab drivers hate to go to Brooklyn. Right. I love it. I tell them, I'll give you a discount if you go to Brooklyn. And they look at me, what's wrong with this taxi? I've had a lot of people say that.
You sing too, don't you sing?
I'm a singer.
Can we hear you?
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. By this time, they're usually right in there with me. And they're singing it without me throwing the words in. And the car starts rocking. Amazing. What I do is when I see a larger place, I'll go and I'll eat there. And then I'll go to the boss. I'll say, you know, if you have any foods left over, I'm out in the streets like 12, 1, 2 in the morning. I'll come by and take your leftovers. And I won't say where they're from. I'll say they came from heaven. So I just feed people.
You have all your rods almost pre-assembled, ready to go. They're rigged.
They're rigged. Everything is ready.
In 5 minutes, you are on the water.
Now, I got 5 surf rods, all different sizes. I fit them in the right spots. I throw them all over my shoulder. I wrap my bag around my neck, and then I balance myself like one of these Chinamen, and I walk to the spot, which is usually between 100 and 500 feet from the cab.
We were fishing last year in October, and my friend pulled up a rig off the bottom. He thought he was stuck on the bottom, but all of a sudden it let go, and he pulls up. Your spark plugs.
Yes.
I go, Jamie, I know who belongs to those spark plugs.
So cool.
He goes, what do you mean? I go, I know the guy who ties that rig. He's like, you don't know this guy. I go, mark my words, it's me, Pastor Phil.
No, you're not going to believe this, but I've caught bluefish 22 and 21 pounds. Yeah. They're alligators. I caught a monster fish there that once I thought it was one of my friends tied it to his bumper and was going off the edge of the island because the fish was running down and I couldn't see. I said, where's the car? Where's the car? But it wasn't. Then I saw a tail come out of the water and I said, if I could see the tail, this is a whale.
It's unbelievable.
Years ago, I used to fish off of Sheepshead Bay, a thing they called the government piers. And there were 5 condemned piers that were falling down, and we would sneak out on them, and you couldn't go on them legally. And the guards would come by, and they'd throw rocks. Is anybody out there? They couldn't see us. Right. We always wear black, and we don't say a sound. And they throw rocks at us like, oh, this is the devil. I don't want to build a website because I believe too much religion is sickening, and too many church structures have themselves all webbed up. I want to be discovered. Like you found my spark plug and said, this is Pastor Phil's spark plug. You know,
it's really a blessing to have you in here. It's fun to talk to you.
It was fun for me too.
All right, thanks so much. We're gonna go take a look at your cab now.
All right, hallelujah. These are a little fancy. I'd rather they're not like this. But the Spanish guys, when I see Spanish people, I go, Papi, I got something for you.